So here we go. We have Taste Buds, the regular ones. And we have Taste Buds, the spicier ones. So this is going to be a little more of a different video than you're used to from me. Let me introduce myself. I'm Jayton Gunter, owner of Grapes and Sound Publishing, and I love wine. I deal with wine, and so this snack has been kind of taken over. Where I've been seeing it like online on social media and whatnot. It's called Tasty Bud or Taste Bud. On my bad, my bad. It's called Taste Bud, right? And so I'm always trying to challenge myself on foods to pair, like interesting foods that I can pair wine with. And so I reached out to them. The guy who runs it, got a friend of mine actually, Vince Vasquez. Amazing guy, like salt of the earth. Him and his wife, they're great people. I just love hanging. I haven't seen him in a while, but I love hanging out with these guys. I reached out to him and I asked him if I could get a couple bags to see if I could pair some wines with it. And I think I did pretty good. And I think these wines are going to be wines that you can find locally. So yeah, I'm excited about this. So with that being said, I'm gonna get right into it. We just so you know what we have here. We have their regular mix, which is again, this is Taste Bud. If you can see that right there, and this is their regular mix. So this is not spicy, but this is like you guys can see it in the bowl right here. And over here we have their spicy mix, Taste Bud spicy, right? And you can see this in the bowl. See what's going on there. Cool, cool. So we're going to get into the spicy in a second, but let's do regular first. All right, I'm going to move it off the table so you guys can see what's going on here, and we're going to get right into this. All right, so what I picked, okay, I actually picked two wines for this. I wanted it because I figured this is interesting. I wanted something that was, I wanted to start with bubbles. So I found some bubbles that I've tasted before and I used to love, and I haven't had them in a while. And when I first tasted this, I was like, oh, this is going to be perfect for this snack. So I brought it home. I tried it with it. I was like, yeah, this is winning. This is a winner. So we are talking about first the Schloss Biertrecht. This is out of Germany. This is Trocken dry, and this is their Sekt dry. So hope you guys can see that label right there. This is non-vintage. And yeah, let's get right into it. Normally when you're looking at Sekt on a label, like a sparkling Sekt out of Germany, they tend to be Riesling, mostly Riesling. So that's what I'm going to, and I looked this up, and what I found was it was mostly Riesling. It could be something else. I could be wrong. All my wine people, if I'm wrong, you know I'm not afraid to admit it. Please let me know. But I'm pretty sure this is Riesling. So anyway, or mostly Riesling. So anyway, let's try this out, man. By the way, I found this at Trader Joe's. I found this at Trader Joe's for under $7. So it's easy to find. It's reasonably priced. And it's bubbles. Who don't like bubbles? So let's get right into this. I'm going to take a little, kind of something of every, so I make sure that this is able to deal with all the flavors. Because, you know, these are different types of things. So let's see what we got here. So, I'm not going to, give me a minute. This is really good. So, first of all, the snack is amazing. If you just want something like, I know a lot of people who are working. I know a lot of people just like to snack while they're working or snack in the car or whatever. This right here is perfect for that. You have a little bit of a sweetness there. It's great crunch. There's not saltiness, but there's a little bit there's a little bit of a saltiness there though. But it's not salty at all. It's more of a sweet, but not overly sweet style of snack. It's really, really good. I love the textures here. I love everything they have going on here. Let's try it with, I already tried it with it, but let me drink the wine again and let you know why I figured this would work out really well. So even though this is considered a dry white wine, dry sparkling, this actually has a nice amount of fruit up front. It ends rather dry. You get fine bubbles, so they're not they're not aggressive bubbles. They kind of elevate the flavors of this. Nothing's overpowering here at all. They just kind of go hand in hand. You get like this kind of like pearish thing on the finish with the kind of like the a little bit of like a honey note from the snack that makes it just jump out, but it doesn't. Again, it does not overpower. These things just tend to go hand in hand. I really like this pairing. I think this is a way, if you want some bubbles and you want a cool little snack and you want to impress your friends, this is the way to go. So again, this is the Slotch Bibech dry sect sparkling wine. Also kind of clears your palate too. Anything that was like lingering, it just goes away, but it doesn't. It continues with the consistent flavor from the snack. Really, really awesome wine and really cool pairing. All right, let's get into the next one. Can't waste wine. This was literally the first thing that came to my mind when I thought of pairing a still white wine with this snack dish. So we're talking about Chenin Blanc here. We're in Vouvray, which is one of my favorite areas in Loire Valley, France. And we're talking about the Vignobles Le Chateau Loire 2020 Vouvray. And so here you go, if you can see that label. Okay, there you go. You can see the label right there. So Vignobles Le Chateau 2020. So Vouvray is one of my favorite areas in France. I know I said it a lot, but really, when I was getting to white wine in France, it was one of the first outliers for me. It was one of the first ones that really just attracted me to the region of Loire. And so the cool thing about this grape, Chenin Blanc, it can be done dry or off dry, which means it has some residual sugar. And they do it on both sides very, very well. The reason why this works is this grape itself has a lot of natural acid, in the grape itself. There's no adding. It just has a really high level of acid automatically. The only grape that is considered a little bit more natural high acid than this one is Riesling, and that's why Riesling is another grape that is really well done in both dry and off dry forms. Like we have people that love off dry, like with a little bit of fruit. Let me see here. This is so good. I'm sorry for talking my mouth full, but yeah. So this is considered off dry, but this is smooth. This is just smooth. You're getting that you're getting a lot of pear throughout the palate. You get like a little kind of like a Granny Smith apple on the finish with the it comes out a little bit more with the snack here. Yeah. So this snack has like this kind of like graham cracker, honey, oats type of taste to it. And when I thought about the flavor profile on this, I thought about this grape specifically because every time I have a Chenin Blanc from Vouvray, one of the descriptors that I get on my palate every single time is this kind of Granny Smith honey thing going on. So I was like, right when I tasted this, it made me immediately think of Chenin Blanc. On top of that, the acid on this one, again, because it has a lot of high natural acid, it immediately gets rid of anything that's lingering on the back of your tongue, which makes me love this even more. And another thing about this grape is sometimes they tend to be a little oxidative, so they have like a little bit of a nuttiness, walnut or like a almond thing in the mid palate to the finish, and it's because this grape can be a little bit oxidized when it's on your palate, which I love because it adds a little bit more to the complexity, and because this has like, there's nuts in here and stuff like that, I figured that would also go really well. So this is a killer pairing right here. And again, this is at Trader Joe's too. This is $9.99, so there's a little bit more. But I got this at Trader Joe's too for $9.99, so go check that out. This is a wonderful pairing. And this drinks by itself, amazing too. On a hot day, yeah, go for it. And lastly, now it's time for a little bit of the heat. So this is their spicier version again. You can see it right here. This is the pack right here, Taste Bud. And this one, I went with rosé. And I wanted a specific type of rosé, something that's light on its feet, something that has a little bit of fruit that does not have high alcohol. Because a lot of times, and this is one of the rules I always tell people, if you're going to be pairing wine with something spicy, make sure the alcohol is not so high. Because what happens is if it is, and on the finish, it will burn going down. So basically that the heat from the food and the high alcohol will get exacerbated on the back of your palate, and you'll feel that burn going down. And a lot of times, you don't want that. I think it takes away from the whole experience of this like seamless connection between food and wine. So, with that being said, the one that we have today is called the Demont. This is also out of France. Wow, I'm talking about, I didn't realize I got two French wines. This is Coteau Vero en Provence, and this is out of Provence. Hope you guys can see that label. It's hard with the white labels to see them. I found this also at Trader Joe's. This was for $6 too. And yeah, let's get into this. Make sure I get everything so I can make sure this wine is balanced enough to handle this. All right, so that looks about right. I do like a little spice. This has it. This is delicious, man. Yo, shout out Vince, man. You and your wife are killing this. This is really, really good, man. So Taste Buds, spicy edition. Let's see about the wine. Yeah. So this does it. This definitely has like a spice kick on the like all around. As the food goes down, you get a little spice kick. This is a good wine to cool it down. You're getting kind of like this light play on strawberry and strawberry and kiwi going on here. A little bit of like a little overripe lemon here too, so there's like a little bit of a citrus thing. It really just clears everything out. This has like a nice little minerality kick on the finish. It's quite long finish. Again, this is wine and food, so the burn doesn't go away. It does, but it doesn't exacerbate on the finish. So it maintains the burn, so you still get a little bit of that spice, but these things go hand in hand. This one is doing a really, really good job of going hand in hand. I'm also getting a little bit of like a watermelon rind here too. This is really cool, man. Like if you want to see, like drinking this by itself is really good, but then you really get into the complexities of the food and the wine, and you see how food brings wine characteristics out and vice versa. This is really cool. Well, let me try one more bite because I'm enjoying this. You guys gotta try this for real. Yeah. Doesn't take away from it at all. Just seamless throughout the palate. This is really, really good. I highly recommend this, guys. Hope you guys had fun. You guys have to follow these guys. They are called the Taste Bud on Instagram. Again, this is the packing. Look this guy up on Instagram. He's doing his thing. Shout out to Vince for allowing me to sample his bag so I can do some wine pairings to it, because you know I like to pair wine and like to see how good I am. It's like it's a challenge. So yeah, man, go check it out. And these wines are all at Trader Joe's. So go check out Trader Joe's and get these wines. Hope you guys are having a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful day. And until next time, guys, cheers.